What a fantastic year 2016 was for Dulwich Picture Gallery. The exhibition programme demonstrated all the things we do really well. We introduced an artist who was famous in his own country, Nikolai Astrup. What a revelation that show was to everyone. Then Winifred Knights, a British artist, someone hailed as a genius who disappeared off the map. We brought her back and the critics loved it. And then Adrian van der Velde, 17th century Dutch master of landscape. An exquisite show, and you've got until the 15th of January to see that. Meanwhile, out in the gallery behind me, there's been a display going on about Dutch and Flemish art of the same period as Adrian van der Velde, called Making Discoveries. In 2017, another great year, beginning with another woman artist. Perhaps this time we think we know her really well, but do we?
We're standing in central London, outside 46 Gordon Square, which is where Vanessa Bell moved with her sister Virginia Woolf and their two brothers after the death of their parents to set up their own way of life. The Bloomsbury group has been so much written about that one could think there's hardly much more to say. And yet the central, pivotal in a way, figure at the heart of the whole movement was Vanessa Bell, whose own artistic practice has not been documented. We have brought together a group of paintings to assert once and for all the pioneering and avant-garde spirit of this bold female artist. And the show will encompass her landscapes, her stunning portraits, her still life works, and a whole range of paintings that she made of women that really challenge the canon of Western art and portray the modern female subject in a new way. The exhibition also includes textile design and book jacket designs that Vanessa Bell made for the Hogarth Press, as well as a wealth of archival material that really brings this period to life, all sorts of different elements that will once and for all truly put Belle in her proper place at last. And we do hope you'll be joining us at Dulwich Picture Gallery.
John Singer Sargent was the most famous portrait painter of his generation. He used to leave England in the summer and autumn, and particularly after 1900, when the pressures of portrait painting grew so intense, he needed the relief of going abroad, and there he would settle down to paint things that he wanted to paint. This exhibition is about Sargent's watercolours. What is extraordinary about his technique is the fluency, the feeling of light and colour. He's using a variety of media. He's painting in wash, also in gouache and body colour, and anything else that lies to hand. The exhibition is organised under 4 themes: fragments, cities, landscapes, and figure subjects. I think people will respond to Sargent just through the dazzling effect of his watercolours, the rhythm of his brushwork, how delicious the surface patina of his paint is, and I think that's why he's such a sort of dazzling star.
In October 2017, there's an exhibition devoted to Tove Jansson. Tove Jansson, you ask, who is that? Well, she was a Swedish-speaking Finnish artist of the 20th century. She trained as an artist. Her father was a sculptor, her mother was an illustrator. She came from an artistic family. And she had exhibitions all through her career. But in 1945, she wrote a book about the Moomins. Aha, now you recognize the name. That book, well, it didn't make much of a splash, but the next 2 made Tove Jansson world famous. And the Moomin books have been one of the extraordinary stories of the 20th century. She both wrote them and illustrated them, and the illustrations are exquisite, wonderful things. But that's only one part of the story of Tove Jansson. There are all those paintings for a start. She was a great self-portraitist, wonderfully confident, extraordinary use of colour. But she also illustrated for magazines. She rather bravely illustrated covers for a magazine devoted to anti-fascism during the war. And later on, she started writing too, and she wrote 6 novels. She was extraordinary on so many levels. A national icon in Finland, but because of the Moomins, an icon worldwide. There has never been a show devoted to her work in this country before. This is a first. So there you have it. 3 beautiful, revelatory, surprising, wonderful exhibitions in 2017. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's dance, there's music, there are festivals, there are classes, there are tours, there are lectures. There's all sorts going on. And in 2017, we mark an important anniversary. It's 200 years since the very first visitor entered the gallery. We're celebrating that. Throughout the permanent collection, the curatorial team have found some wonderful things to display. It's called Private Made Public, and that will go on throughout the year. So much to do, so much to see. We look forward to welcoming you here in 2017.